blood pressure real fast. This is your green tea that you...
That's the new one that I found,
okay.
and I'm wanted to have you get a chance to check it.
Sure. Alright, let's pull the lecture on for me. With 19/70.
Yeah.
That's good.
That hurt. It's like, it better be low.
Oh, that looks good. 119/70. Let's see real quick. That's a big drop in blood pressure.
So that's a good drop, right?
Yeah. 15 points on underneath. That's really good.
The last time I checked it, it was like 120 something.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit over the last few weeks about your exercise. And we'll talk about this in a minute.
Okay. At the gym, I've added a couple of exercises.
Okay.
The one machine where you're going up and down, you're at a tilt like this, and you kind of do one of these things.
Are you working your low back?
Yeah.
Okay, so back extensions.
And so what I did is I flipped myself over, and so I'm laying like this, and I'm doing it this way.
Your stomach.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I took 8 pounds, and I'm holding it while I'm doing that.
Okay.
You know, that's basically what some of the changes that I made is having an extra weight with me as I'm doing some of the machines, or the things that don't normally have weight on them. I'm trying to put extra weight on me while I'm doing it. You know, or the ones where I'm pulling myself up like this, I'm trying to put extra weight on me so that when I'm doing it.
When you do that though, can you, because are you doing the one where you put your knees on this little brace and it suspend your weight as you're pulling yourself up?
No.
Are you doing that one?
No. That one's not up there. It's
okay.
downstairs.
That one's downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is, it's like a tall chair.
Okay.
And then you kind of dangle yourself. The idea is to bring your knees up, and I can't do it yet.
Okay.
I managed to halfway get it up there, and then I fell off the machine.
Okay. Okay.
So I use it as a pull-up for me. And what I do is I lay back as far as I can, and I pull myself up like this. And so what I'm trying to do is have the weight on me as I'm pulling myself up.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And
so albeit you're not pulling up your whole weight because it's still suspended and supported down below.
Right.
You've added more weight to your body to pull more weight up.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that makes sense.
And then but the ones where the legs, you know, like you're doing the squat, like you know, squat machines and stuff, I put that up to 80 pounds, where before it was, you know, a lot less. So now I'm doing 80 pounds on those, and at least 8 pounds on anything that I do with the upper body.
Okay.
And
so adding resistance. Okay.
Right. And a couple more laps around the track, and of course at home, you know, I've been walking my walking routes further. I'm up to 8,000 steps instead of 7,000. And
okay.
I started on YouTube. Well, I sent it to your Facebook. It's a power challenge, 50,000 pounds.
So that lifting?
Yeah, it's
over like so many reps and all the exercises combined?
Right. Right.
Okay.
So it's like you know, like I told you, I was doing 935 pounds. Well, it's like 1,100 pounds now.
Okay.
Okay, in one workout. And so the challenge that I put out there is to everybody, and I got some people who do exercises, and I've asked them, you know, if you can come up, you know, they like to do videos with different kinds of exercises and stuff like that. So I've asked them to come up with exercises that include small weights. And, you know, and I explained to them that some of my viewers are people who are stuck in a chair and can't get up and around.
Right.
And one don't even have weights. One gal uses fruit, you know, the food cans, you know, the big fat ones that are almost 2 pounds.
Yep.
She uses those for her workouts.
Yeah.
And so I did a silly video of, you know, pick up your baby and do this, or I got a statue thing of a gnome and I was lifting it, and I took those the shake containers, the powder,
yeah.
you know, put something in those, and you know, so I was trying to show, just be creative with
Absolutely.
it, that kind of thing. And I'm planning to make some T-shirts that says, on the front it's going to say, "I'm one tough mother," and on the back it says, "Power Challenge 50,000 pounds."
Well, that's cool.
And so that's
keep me apprised of how that evolves and how many people look to do it. I think that's a really good social thing that you're looking to do. Diet. Have you tried anything new? I mean, it looks fairly consistent with what it's been in the past, but have you tried adding in new things over the last few weeks?
Well, I'm always trying to add something new. Last week we came to the agreement that Taco Bell is not allowed ever.
Well, he can go.
He can go anytime he wants.
Yeah.
No, the first time I went, I bought their low-cal salad, and come to find out it was mostly rice. And I was like, can't have that. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. And so I ordered the second time we went in, because, you know, he's winning these, you know, the football games. Rockies are winning taco days over at Taco Bell's, and he likes to be part of that. So we went over there a second time, and I ordered a different salad, and I says, no rice, add extra lettuce. Well, come to find out, it was loaded with beans and soft, spicy,
So what day did you
stuff.
log that?
Oh shoot, it was like the beginning of last week, was it? Somewhere in there. I might have put it down as one of my salads. I don't know what I put on there.
Taco Bell, there we go.
Yeah.
Beef, fajita salad, low carb, whey, no beans, no rice, no tortilla strips, no shell. Okay.
Yeah. But when I looked at when I got the nutritional thingy on it, a taco would be healthier. So I said, screw that. I don't want Taco Bell's just out.
Yeah, you can get their chicken tacos. I think the tortillas, doesn't matter between the corn and the flour. I think relatively they're fairly close in calorie content, but like a grilled chicken taco, right, with pico de gallo, I think they're fiesta, I think that's what it is, the pico de gallo, I think they're only, like 2 of those are like maybe 300 calories.
Yeah, I know that the other tacos are like 150 a piece.
Yeah.
Where their salad is like 400 without the shell.
Right.
I was like, forget it,
Right.
I'm not going there.
Right.
So we agreed that if he wants his tacos, he can go have his tacos anytime he wants to, without me. So, and then I had a relative that came in from out of state, and we ended up at a Chinese restaurant, and I did like my sister. It was a different restaurant, not my regular place. So I ordered their vegetarian plate, still sitting in the refrigerator.
Was it bad because of was it cooked or just not?
I just didn't like the way it was made.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just not very good. Then, I was trying a new salsa, so I made some taco stuff to go with the salsa. I can't remember what else I made. I know I made something else. Some fish or something like that. But this next week I'm going to be making a mushroom soup that doesn't have the flour and all that other stuff in it. And I'm going to change the cream. It's supposed to have heavy cream in it. I'm not going to have that. I'm going to probably the half and half, no fat stuff. And then the other one is a pesto. I kept seeing stuff with pesto in it. I don't know what pesto is, so I found a recipe for pesto. I'm gonna
Sure.
try it.
It's just herbs.
Yeah.
Mostly basil, and maybe you can get the cilantro pesto and basil, oregano, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was gonna make some of that. So we got to go to the health food store to get the ingredients because I know I can't get them at the grocery store. So.
Okay. Might be able to just try buying it. It's not all that bad calorically. It's typically just, pesto is predominantly just, a little bit of olive oil, and mostly just grounded up, herbs, green herbs, obviously. So, yeah, didn't like what I said.
Evidently not.
Yeah, that's what I think it is, anyways. So, besides that, how are your ankles? Same. They don't look as bad. They look like they're kind of going down compared to what they were in the past.
My feet aren't as purple.
Okay, they're not as purple.
Yeah,
All right.
they're very veiny.
Yeah.
See how they're veiny?
Right. Okay.
But yeah, and this is from when I wear the sock.
Yeah.
It does that.
Okay. All right. So then you started taking. This is the one you started taking, right?
Yeah, we went to a different store because they didn't have the one I bought the last time, so I was told that was the good one.
Okay. And you're taking this twice a day?
I took 2 a day. I didn't know how many I was supposed to be. The other one I was taking 3 a day.
No, what I would like for you to do is take 2 twice a day, because that would give you a total of 800 milligrams. Well, here's what I want you to do, because it appears to be 200 milligram capsules. 2 capsules equals 400. Man, that's a lot of caffeine, especially with synephrine. Okay, so let's just do. You notice anything when you're taking it?
I'm not sleepy. That's about it.
Okay, what time do you take it?
Usually first thing in the morning.
Okay. What I would like for you to do is take 2 in the morning, then possibly 2 more in the early afternoon.
Okay.
You're a night owl anyways. Yeah, I only want you to take it a couple times. I don't want you to take it after 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Because it has 200 milligrams. You'll be getting 200 milligrams, which is equivalent to about 4 cups
Okay.
of coffee.
Yeah, because it was the only one I could find that had that EGCG that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Or did I say
There's
that
some
right?
other things in there like synephrine and so like that, which are also stimulants to your metabolism. So that's okay.
Oh,
That's okay. Just have to watch. Caffeine's a little bit high, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I went through the whole shelf trying to find, and it was there was only 2 that had this stuff, but there was something in the other one I didn't like. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, but I know I gotta have this. I was trying to make sure that
I just watched a little bit because the caffeine levels are a little bit higher than I like, but I mean, we'll see how it feels with you, and see how you do. All right, let's get your weight.
Excuse me, Susie.
$273.6. So you're down another 3 pounds.
Yay!
3.5 pounds.
I was working on that 4th one, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, because I.
So it's a little bit slower than what I'm, because you should be hitting about 2 pounds at a minimum. I'm going to go back and look, because we can remeasure your metabolism, but you should be hitting.
You were saying 4 pounds for every 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And I know this last week when I changed up the workouts.
Yeah.
I had a lot of pain from that, and
this past week. When did you change up the workout?
Yeah.
The first.
Yeah,
So a week ago.
Yeah, and then I.
Do you still have any pain?
No, it's gone now.
Stiffness.
Yeah, it's gone now. But when I was having that pain, I noticed there was a little bit of weight gain at that time, and I was remembering what you said about the muscle thing.
Yeah.
And I had to take some painkillers for 2 days.
Okay.
And after that, things started to settle down and
Okay.
slowly come off again. But I was
Sure.
like, come on, I was getting frustrated with it.
Yeah. No, I can see that. How's your level of hunger? I know that's always been kind of an issue that you don't really have a hunger issue.
I really don't get hungry.
So still not hungry?
Well, today, let's see, I hadn't really eaten, I've, had, do I have it in here? Oh. I grabbed these things and had a few of these today. I had about 4 of them.
Those little shredded mini wheats?
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
all I've had to eat today, and then I had a swallow of, some water to take a pill with, and that was it.
Okay.
And I'm not really hungry.
You should still be up to around 2 and 2.5 pounds a week. So
And I'm wondering if our taco visit might have thrown that off, because I know I put like a pound on after I ate that.
So I'd like to see you back next week.
Okay.
I want to just make sure. I mean, like when you added in the taco, right, that you had from Taco Bell, I noticed not all the nutritional information wasn't in there.
Yeah, I couldn't find it all.
Which oftentimes are going to skew your numbers, especially your sodium intake and fiber intake. Are you finding that you're eating your one meal at what time?
Well, I'm eating it earlier in the day now.
Okay, and then so you're staying fairly consistent with nighttime, low calorie. Any issues with constipation?
Mm-mm.
None. Okay.
No, matter of fact, I had one day I was like 4 times in the bathroom.
Okay.
So.
And you're weighing daily?
Mhm. I'm taking pictures every day.
Okay. So I want to see you back next week. I want to see if there's another change.
Okay.
At that point, because I would have kind of thought you might be closer to 171 or 271 today.
Well, I know this morning I was 269.8, and
Okay.
I haven't gotten down that low before.
Okay.
I got down to like 270.
Right.
And then it started going up, and it was like 273, 274-ish. It was one of those days where, you stepped on the scale, get off, step on, and it kept going back and forth between 273, 274.
Right.
And then it slowly started going back down again.
Okay.
So and that was when I started, I think we did the taco thing about the same time I did the change in my workout. So that might have been a combined thing there.
Yeah, because right now you're exactly 40 pounds today.
Mm-hmm.
So 40 pounds in 5 months. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is good. I was really kind of hoping to see closer to about 45. Always the first month's always a bigger month anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not too far off. So if we take 40 or 45, what is that? You're 10%, probably 10% off stated goal. So 90% to goal.
Mm-hmm.
On track when I say look at the trending. So that's why I want to kind of get back to. I mean, again, I don't want to split hairs, right? I think you're doing good. I just want to see next week where your weight is and see if you're holding water and so forth, so that you can increase your level of activity, right?
Would this cause it? Oh.
No. There's only 2 likely reasons I would slow it down a little bit. Either you're gaining muscle, which is a possibility. I mean, you are increasing your resistance. You're increasing your weight, right? So that is a possibility.
I did get told that the weight when I won that prize thing, they said I won it for gaining 5% muscle.
Okay. So you've already started the other Biggest Loser challenge?
Yeah, it's ongoing, but
Okay.
I do mean to make an appointment for the weigh-in.
Okay.
Which is the bipod.
Yeah, that would be good to kind of see that there is a big change.
That might.
With that, because if you are increasing muscle, then I would kind of skew it a little bit. So it is a possibility that you're gaining a little bit of muscle, and so it may you're losing more fat but gaining muscle, so it looks like you're not losing as much. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be kind of good to see that.
I know I'm losing inches.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you're losing inches, which is good. I just want to get you. My goal is to get you out of the 70s.
Yeah.
On my scale, and I'd like to really this month. So today is the 8th, so there's roughly 3.5 weeks remaining for the month. Right. My goal is really to see if we can get you closer. Well, that would make sense. Close to 3.5 weeks. To get you closer to 265 by the end of May. Because then that would be the end of 5 months, and you would be down at nearly 50 pounds, which is about where I have you kind of lined up.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think this month would be a big month if we can push hard and see if we. You can't push any harder than you're doing. I mean, you don't want to get hurt, and then you can't go any lower in calories that you're doing. So just making sure that we're being consistent. See, what times at this time what we see is typically it's a little bit where your portions go from here to like this, right? So it's not so much that you're eating bad things.
You're just eating a little more.
Your portions start to graduate out, and it is very, very common. Dietary restraint, emotional eating, hunger levels all stay fairly consistent, right? It's just the amount of portions start to graduate a little bit more, and it's a normal thing that I experience with patients. So the big thing is just kind of really focus over this next month and see, or this next week, and see if you can tighten that area up, right? But other than that, you're doing good. I don't want to marginalize. You're doing good, right? And I just want to see if we can get you out of the 70s within the next week. I think it's probable. It'll be close, but at least get you into the 70s, 270, 270 and a half, somewhere in there. I'd feel much more confident about it, because then it leaves you still 3 weeks at the end of the month.
Yeah, because I've been frightened. These are my smaller pants.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you that, but yeah, these are the. I wore the one green ones, but when I got down to 270, I was like, I wonder if those fit. And 260, I'm looking forward to, because I want to be able to put that ring on that he bought me.
Well, you hit 40 pounds. You're the next in the queue for there's one other person going to go up today on Facebook, and then you're next in line to go up. So we're about, I tell you what we're going to do, so we're about 3 or 4 patients behind right now. So, but you will be going up this month, and I think it's important you hit 40 pounds. So, which is for you, is if you look at that 40-pound weight loss, I'll tell you exactly how much weight that is.
Yeah, because on my scale, I lost 40 pounds since I know when I started.
You've lost 13%. 13% of your weight, which is good. Lap band typically, on average, is between 15 to 25. So you're getting close to that. Obviously, we want to get you. Our goal is to get you to lose, 20, 25%, which would be 75, 80 pounds, right? In the first year, that's kind of the goal, is to get you down over 20, 25% the first year. For you, that's pretty substantial. 75 pounds in a year is a lot. And if you look at that, that's going to put you, if the goal is of that for the first year, that would put you right about 240, approximately.
I know I'm getting a little bit nervous coming up to July.
What's going on in July?
We are going to South Dakota.
For how long?
Actually, there's 2 trips. The original trip was to go to California for the VidCon, and it was kind of sort of a weekend type of thing. But my family, we're going to take my dad's ashes up to Custer, and so that's the week before we go to VidCon.
Okay.
And so basically, we're having our vacation is being extended to almost 2 weeks, isn't it? Like 2 weeks long.
I'll be taking 2 weeks.
Yeah, because then what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Custer and spend a few days up there spreading my dad's ashes and all that kind of stuff, and staying in cabins. And then after we're done there, we're going to go straight to California and do our thing out there.
So let's look at it this way. You're probably 2 months out from going, right? And I mean, that's good to start thinking about that, but that's so far down the road. Okay. That we could address those things a week or two before you go.
Yeah.
And I think we can resolve those issues quite easily. But what I would like for you to focus on is a tangible, measurable goal on that scale that you want to be when you go to Custer State Park. Because some of these relatives, have you seen them in a while?
Well, my brother I haven't seen in a while, but my sister lives in Littleton.
Sure.
And so it's basically we're doing a convoy thing in that direction. And she's planning to get she's renting a couple of cabins, so we're all staying in the same place. Thankfully there's a refrigerator and all that, but I did forewarn her. I says, I am sticking to my diet. I will fix whatever I want. So don't be expecting me to be running to all these restaurants and stuff that you guys like to do, because it's not going to happen.
So let's try to do this. I really would like for you to try to be around 255 by that time.
Okay.
Do you feel that's a reasonable goal for you?
I honestly don't know. My brain's not.
Well, let's look at 20 pounds.
20 pounds? That would be 250. And I'm losing how much a week?
Well, this last go around, you lost 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds. We need to get you up to about 2.5.
Okay.
So, because you're metabolically, you should be able to lose about 2 to 2.5 pounds a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be right about 8, 16 to 20 pounds.
Okay. Well, I know I'm not too worried, because usually when we go up there, we do so much hiking.
Right.
That would be the other thing. Can I hike again? We'll see, huh? Yeah, because before, one time we went and I lost 10 pounds while we were there, because we hiked 3 different mountains.
Right.
But that was before I got injured, and I'm still struggling to walk, more than a mile at a time.
Okay.
So it's kind of slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do this. I want to see you back next week. I know you need some supplies, but here's the big thing I want you to do this coming week. Dietary, the only thing that I recommend that you change is go from 2 to 1 scoop.
Okay.
That's the only thing I want you to change.
Okay.
Okay? Keep the exercise with what you're doing, right? Just drop 1 scoop down on both shakes,
Okay.
right? And then I want to see you back next Wednesday.
Okay.
And I want to see, because I would really want to see you at 270. That's my goal for you.
Okay.
I think it's very doable for you.
Okay.
I want to get you out of the 70s.
Free and clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be out of the 70s.
So let's Memorial Weekend. We've got 2.5 weeks. Let's get as close as you can to 267.
Okay.
Between now and then, that's 6 pounds.
Okay.
So, which would put you right about 45.
45. Oh, lost of 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Does that sound fair?
Okay.
Sound all right?
This is one of those I just try to follow what I'm supposed to do.
What flavors things do you need today?
What do you got?
Got all 4. Well, we don't have chocolate. We've got vanilla, strawberry, and raspberry. We will be getting a new flavor next month.
Ooh.
Peach.
Ooh, that sounds good. I guess I'll go for raspberry vanilla on that.
Raspberry and vanilla. What about on the bars? Got all the. We don't have any lemon, but we got all the others. So.
How about the raspberry one?
Chocolate raspberry. Okay. Let me get those for you real quick.
And that lemon needs a little more flavor.